Hello, everyone. Today is June's 10th, 2017. It is my day 29, second year. And just wanted to touch base today and give kind of an update. I look like I had an attack of Vaseline, and it's just aloe vera. I had my 9th laser session today. So I've been to the laser session 9 times, and I didn't really do the math on it, but if you had 100 M&Ms and you went to the laser the first time, you could take away 15 of those M&Ms because it would be 15% effective, plus minus, on average. And then on your second laser session, you could take away 15% of 85, which for ease of discussion we'll say is 12. So then you could take away 12 more M&Ms on your second session. When you go to your third session, you can take away 15% of what's left, which is like 68. And so, initially you could take away 15 M&Ms and then 12. The next time around it might be 10, 9, 7, 6. Every iteration, you're taking away less and less M&Ms, but you have less and less M&Ms in your pool. And so I don't know the exact math, but today at 9 sessions, she got a lot of hairs under my nose, and I thanked her for it, because like when I'm driving and in the car or whatnot, I feel like my nose casts a shadow, and it's just my own insecurity is what it is. But it was like, she was like, "Oh my gosh, I think I zapped you too hard." And I was like, "No, sweetie, no, honey, you're doing me a favor, girl. I'm not going to get a husband if I have a beard, and that's probably the tip of the iceberg as far as me not finding a husband, but that's another story for another day. But it's kind of related to this next topic, which is after my last little conniption this last week, where I felt like I was had reached a plateau, and I was upset, and I got angry again at the surgeons and everything. After I calmed down, and on group, I started off with a blank pad, legal pad, and I just put myself in the middle, and I just wrote all my options. Okay? Now, why is this so important? And you might be going, "Oh golly, why is Robin," if anybody, usually it's just me that watches these videos, why I'm on the treadmill anyway. I am of the opinion, and I'll add to what I just said a minute ago about having a beard. I honestly don't think I'm going to find a man or a husband. I should say husband. I want a husband. I'm not going to find a husband, I don't think, if I have a beard, and I'm not going to find a husband if I don't have a clitoris. Okay, and I know this is earth-shattering news. Sorry, there's a little speck of dirt. There we go. I don't have a clitoris. God didn't give me one when I was born, okay? I have that other thing. And I'm just of the opinion that, here I am seeking a husband, and a straight male or whatnot, they expect a wife to have a clitoris. Again, who would have thought that? Okay, and I don't have one yet. So I'm kind of knocking down the obstructions. I'm dealing with the obstacles one at a time, the challenges one at a time. So my thing was, okay, I've got to have GCS. I really do, at some point or another. So what are some things that I can do? Because it's too easy to moan and groan and get stuck in a rut and say, "Oh, if only, da da da." No, it's full shit. Don't waste your time. Don't be full of crap. So I wrote some things down I'll share with you here on my chart. Easiest thing to do is to keep exercising and to keep eating right. That's what everyone says, right? Eat a certain amount of calories, a healthy amount of calories. Maintain your metabolism. Drink lots of water. Thank you, Julie. and keep exercising. In a group, someone said small goals. It's very easy to get disenchanted with having to lose 126 pounds if you keep focusing on the fact you have to lose 126 pounds. When I set a goal of 10 pounds, that was manageable. And this morning I broke 290, and so I weighed 289 this morning. And so again, the temptation was to say, 69 more pounds to go. But I was like, okay, keep it in there. Celebrate for a moment 289. Celebrate breaking 290. But maybe your next goal is, 288 or 286 or 285. Don't jump right back down to 220, But the good news is that, 69 pounds is a hell of a lot easier to lose than 126, what I started with. Is that half? Almost. But anyway. But it gets harder because all the easy fat's gone, right? I mean, now it's the ingrained, whatever I'm losing now is again, it's further in the process. But and the other thing I do here was a new activity. Whether it's biking or swimming. I was hoping to get a pool membership to the city pool so I could swim and do laps and everything, and I didn't pan out. And I don't have a bike, but I do have a treadmill and I do walk. So yay me there. Now the other option, the other leg on this stool is a weight loss program. Now, again, the temptation initially, you talk to people, don't do a crash diet. Well, obviously not. But at the same time, I'm not interested in losing the weight and keeping it off. I mean, it would be nice, but, I foresee myself, I hope to goodness that if I am so fortunate to find a husband, we would go to the German-American club and do the polka and drink lots of Dunkel, drink lots of beer, and have some Jaeger schnitzel and just, load on the gravy and the potatoes. Okay. I mean, seriously. So, but as far as a weight loss program, for the moment, someone had said ground flaxseed and chia, which kind of sound like a bit of a hack, but it doesn't matter. Excuse me. I'm so sorry, Michelle. Michelle also said no fructose. If you pick up a food, and the ingredient has got corn syrup in it, don't eat it. Unfortunately, there's a lot of things we eat that have corn that we don't know about. But that's, again, if you have the option to. Don't, why give yourself empty calories? Some weight loss clinics, like, I don't know what, Hollywood weight loss, or I don't know, the people that, like, when I was younger, I did fen through. There's some kind of DNA, there's a chemical, some kind of thing they give you to help you, like as a supplement, to help you burn fat, which I'm not against. Again, this is just to get through this hurdle of weight till I can get to surgery. But, that's an option. Another option is to see my primary care physician and say, Dr. So-and-so, I need your help. What can I do? And I doubt Dr. So-and-so will tell me anything that I don't already know. But again, if you want to run down every solution, turn over every rock, leave no stone unturned, you got to do something. Weight loss clinic, we talked about that. And then someone had said to me Norton Weight Loss, which in Louisville is like you go there, and regardless of what you do, you have to pay for their seminar. And they introduce you, they talk about the different surgeries that are available, bariatric and whatnot. So, that's kind of an option. Again, I'm not out of options. And when you doubt yourself, or you let that specter of suicide come in, you feel like you don't have any choices. You don't have any options. And it's just not true. If you take the time and write it out, and you're like, wait a minute, I have options. Doesn't lessen the pain anymore. Okay. So tying into that, weight loss surgery, bariatrics, that's another option. The gastric bypass, or the sleeve, or the banana, or whatever they're calling it this week. Where they take a hot iron and crimp your crimp your stomach or whatnot. I mean, the advantage of like a lap band is it is reversible. It's not permanent because, like I said, girl, I mean, honey bunny, future husband, I so want to be drinking beer with you, okay, and eating lots of Jaeger Schnitzel, okay, and Spätzle, okay, if that's how you say it, noodles, okay. We're gonna go fat and old together, okay. So again, but that's definitely a thing. If I felt like there was nothing else I could do, then yes, bariatric surgery. The downside, I checked out. It's one of those things. I'm no longer morbidly obese. I used to be morbidly obese, but when I crossed 290, guess what? Not morbidly obese anymore. I don't qualify for the bariatric surgery now. Isn't that a bitch? Anyway, wouldn't you love to have that kind of a problem if you're overweight? Oh, I don't weigh enough to be morbidly obese. I mean, that'd be a blessing. It's funny though, like on the BMI chart, I got out of the morbidly obese zone, and then I have this whole middle zone, the obese zone, before I get to the normal zone. And for Julie, the normal is on the chart. I don't believe in normal, you know that. But anyway, where were we? So weight loss surgery, not really an option. However, if 6 months from now, 4 months from now, I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to lose this weight, it's not going to hurt to go to the seminar and look at Again, not really something I want to do though, but it is an option. This kind of goes on to something else, and I'll save that. The other new thing I thought about was just finding a new surgeon. I was very, very happy with the surgeon I met in Indianapolis, Dr. Gallagher. She's very, very cool, very, very talented, very, very knowledgeable. However, if she is not going to operate on me because my BMI is above a 28, and I think my BMI, I don't remember what it is, but let's say I can get my BMI to a 30, or, here we are, we're 6 months from today, sometime in December of 2017, I'm sitting here going, I just can't lose these last 20 pounds, and I'm tired of it. It's good to have a plan B. It's good to have a parachute. It's good to have a backup plan. It's good to have an alternative. And so, why the hell not? Why not look for another surgeon? Why am I so hell bent? I think I liked her because she was only like 2 hours away up the road. But, living in Louisville, or near Louisville in Indiana, I mean, the crossroads of America. I mean, I have St. Louis 4 hours in one direction. I have Chicago 4 hours in a slightly different direction. I have Cincinnati within 2 hours that way. Not that you can see where I'm pointing, but you know what I mean. Knoxville, Chattanooga, all of these places. If I was to find a surgeon who said, you know what, Robin, by golly, and I'm going to run out of time here if I'm not careful, Robin, you have all your stuff together, you have your letters written, your insurance is ready to go, yeah, we'll take the risk, or you'll take the risk. I won't take the risk. You'll take the risk, Robin, and have your surgery. So, again, I'd rather start looking at other surgeons and have a plan B than sit here and go, oh, golly. And here in my last minute, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start kind of what I'm calling a write-in campaign. But I want to follow this idea down that you have to have a BMI of 28 for them to do surgery. And I know, granted, you can't tell someone to do something they want to do. You probably wouldn't want to have a surgeon force their hand and say, you have to operate on me or I'm going to sue you. I mean, it's their choice. But, where is the data? That's what I want to know. Where is the data? What studies have been done to show that you have to have a BMI of 28? And I only say that because if this is a dire condition, i.e. people kill themselves because they don't complete their transition or have surgery, then how in the hell are you saying I won't operate on you when people have surgeries and they have an appendicitis, or your arm is broken, or you want to fix your nose or whatever? I mean, do they really say, I'm sorry, your BMI is too high? Possibly. But again, where is this research? Can you show me? And then also I want to write to the American Medical Association, and to whatever plastic surgeon and the WPATH folks in psychology. And I wanna like I said, kind of start this writing campaign that says, show me where this is, and is this really the case? And if it's just a matter that they, get them talking, get the dialogue going, and hopefully maybe it's just something that, it was a study that was printed in the American Medical. So, I mean, there's got to be something that they're doing. I mean, they communicate, they go to conferences, and start this idea of why do you have to wait? Why? What is the BMI? And I'm out of time. Good luck, and until next time, bye.